Welcome back to the COVID-19 Economic and Market Impact Series for our May 22nd weekly update. I am Dr. Terry Clower, Director of the Center for Regional Analysis. This video series is part of the Northern Virginia Association of Realtors, George Mason University Market Forecast Project. Initial claims for unemployment insurance for the week of ending May 16th dropped by almost 250,000 from the previous adjusted 2.7 million in the prior week. The continuing decline in new claims for unemployment benefits is good news, but it is tempered by the flattening of the unemployment trend line at a highly elevated level. This is more evidence that the economic disruption is not abating as rapidly as hoped. If the epidemiological models are correct, the reopening of businesses in many states over this holiday weekend will result in a spike in cases by mid-June. We can only wait and see if that surge in COVID-19 will result in reopened businesses having to shut down again, or if we adjust to a new bad normal. Virginia's new claims for unemployment benefits dropped more proportionately from last week's figure at about 45,800. The outlook for Virginia is complicated by having much of the state partially reopening, but the economically dominant Northern Virginia area remaining under tight business restrictions. Among this week's disappointing news, the flattening of the increase in continuing claims for unemployment benefits observed last week disappeared. This means that as of the week of May 9th, over 25 million workers had been officially registered as unemployed for at least 2 weeks. While the estimate for continuing claims that is not adjusted for seasonal factors is somewhat lower, that measure still shows almost 23 million workers on the jobless rolls in the first full week of May. Our expectations are that the U.S. unemployment rate for May is likely to be in the 22 to 23% range, a level of economic turmoil not seen since the Great Depression. New listings for homes in the NVAR service area continue to show signs of resilience and modest strengthening, with a weekly daily peak of 133 homes being brought to market. Importantly, our trend in rise in sales seems to be holding. If you have a reason to want to sell your home, call a member of the Northern Virginia Association of Realtors. These professionals have access to the data and information to guide you through the sales processes in our admittedly weird pandemic-influenced market. There are buyers anxiously waiting for you to act. As we enter this most unusual of Memorial Day holidays, please join the faculty and staff at the Center for Regional Analysis in remembering the sacrifices of the women and men and their families serving in our armed forces, as well as first responders and healthcare professionals putting themselves and their families at risk during this pandemic. We wish you a safe and pleasant holiday weekend. Until next time, be well, be safe. Thanks.